friends, you can see we're at Balllyholland GAC, and as you can see the Mo Fern Cup has just started. There's a big crowd here. Right. See what's going on. As you can see, there's a hell of a lot of players about. Right, we'll go and see the Banter then, see what's happening. Razor, my good mate here, Paddy Savage. Paddy, we're at the Mo Fern Cup. There's some load of men out in that field.
Big tournament.
Serious tournament.
Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
It was 16 teams, we're down to 13, but we've got it going now, and it's running smoothly. First games are practically over now, so we're in the group stages, so we're on schedule for half and final in round 3.
And there's a belter of a crowd there at the minute, isn't it? Yeah. It's hard to believe. And it's great to see the guys out in the road directing the traffic, keeping everything safe and sound, you know. Keep the peelers off our back. Well, Paddy, excellent day. It's really great success.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, we're coming back in a minute. Score that. Sean, Colin's coming back in a minute. He's only moving the car.
Somebody's got the dry box in the background, as you can hear. So that's the Mo Fern Cup, friends. As you can see, Balllyholland Club is now full. There's 13 teams let loose in that field.
Alan, I don't know who's playing next.
Who was that one? Right.
Pitch day, next match is Ballaghy against Killeavy. Pitch day, Ballaghy against Killeavy.
If you could win screen cover. If you could win screen cover.
Pitch A, next match will be Mourns against Drummond-T. Pitch A, next match, Mourns against Drummond-T. And pitch C, Uri Mitchells against Kilcoo. Uri Mitchells against Kilcoo on pitch C.
These are some of the visiting teams. Playing at the Mo Fern over 35s Cup. As you can see, it's a lively, they're a lively bunch. Razor friends, Razor, and welcome back to the Banter Show. We're at the Mo Fern over 35s tournament up here in Balllyholland, and believe it or not, look who we bumped into, friends.
Hi guys.
The one and only Joanne from Chit Chat.
Hi.
Now tell us about Chit Chat, Joanne.
Hi, there's me, Pauline O'Malley, Amanda Rafferty and myself. We got back together. We used to be loose women, now we're back to Chit Chat. So we can talk about whatever you want, girls, men, whatever.
Handbags, shoes, fashion,
Gossip.
Right
We
now.
love the gossip.
Now, is Chit Chat on Facebook?
Yes, we're
Right.
online TV.
Online TV. And it's Newry's version of Loose Women, only more feisty.
Only very controversial. So if we want to,
Controversial.
we can say what we want to say.
And feisty.
Feisty. Love the word girl.
Feisty women.
Yeah, yeah.
And hopefully hopefully you said me, you might invite the Banter show in for a bit of Banter
Tony,
sometime.
we couldn't do without you.
Well, you could. Women could do it, men, no problem.
Tony, no, we couldn't do without you now. No.
Well, listen, Joanne, it's a great day out there, isn't it?
Brilliant. And Mo, Bert and I, my husband, knew Mo well, so we're here to support Mo, and the whole thing is a great thing to be part of. So
And it's great for the community.
it's great for the community, and the children love it, and all the
Mo's
adults
memory.
love it. And Mo was a great lad. He used to come out on his Festivals with Bert out to my
There you
house.
go.
Yeah.
There you
His
go.
dad just lives not too long past my house in Mayo Bridge, so
So
great cause. So
a big raiser to everybody in Mayo Bridge, Balllyholland, all the south down GAA, everybody.
that's it.
So from me and Joanne, and indeed Chit Chat, we'll be talking to Chit Chat, hopefully at the Banter show. So from me and Joanne, would you give all our friends a raiser?
Riser!
Friends, we're out of here. We'll be back soon. Raiser, friends, and welcome back to the Banter show. Look at that man, he's on the ball. Collie Bell, how are you?
Not too bad, Tony, doing the best.
And fair play to you, we're up at the Mo Fern over 35s tournament here in Balllyholland. And there's war out in that field, isn't there? There's so many games going at the same time.
So it's a bit of crack.
It's a bit of crack.
That's it. All the boys are there. They're here for a good reason, to support Mo Fern and the Fern family, and it's a good day out and a few pints, and sure everybody has a good day.
That's it, and a smile on their face at the end of the day after, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on to charities out there as well, so it's always good. Speaking of charities, how's the Kevin Bell Repatriation Trust going?
Well, we're very busy.
Extremely busy, yeah.
It doesn't stop. There's at least one or two every week.
Yeah.
But thank God we're getting fantastic support, and we're able to do it, you know. So.
And rightly so. Collie, were you taken back to your own Gaelic days when you were out having a look there?
I was out there. The Mitchell's boys were saying you should be tugged out. For God's sake, by the time I was tugged out, we're wrecked.
But you were still game for it.
Oh, we're game for it.
That never leaves you, does it?
No,
it's a great buzz.
Yeah, sure.
And I tell you what, I have to say, fair play to all the teams that landed up here today. I mean, they're going hammer and tongs at it. Fair play to them, you know.
Well, last year I came up. There's more fights than there was games. Only joking, but there's still it's competitive, like, you know.
Oh, it is competitive.
People are out there to win, and they're out to enjoy it, and they'll be sore tomorrow.
Oh, they'll just be about to get out of bed in the morning. Won't they? You know, that old feeling comes back to you.
That's the way it goes.
But well, thanks for talking to us. And as I say, the Kevin Bell's going from strength to strength. It's really.
It's out there. I mean, everybody knows about it now. And it's throughout the world, to be honest.
They do indeed. You know. Well, it's a wonderful thing you're doing, I have to say. It really is, Collie. Absolutely wonderful. And the Banter show's always here to promote you and do anything for you, you know.
Appreciate that, Tony.
Always good to see you, Collie. So you know the old crack to all our viewers. Razor, we're out of here. Razor friends, and welcome back to the Banter show. And look who I got in the Banter show. The missing man himself, Shane Mulholland. Shane.
Good to see you.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
I thought I'd turn up today just because, you know, I only come to the big day. I don't know that pre-set shows or any
you
of that.
You don't need to go into any train to carry
yeah.
on. Or
you can see the crowd that's turned up today because I'm here, you know. So
is it because do you think they're actually riff-raff or what's going on there? Like?
I done all the work last year. I put the thing on the road. I got people in from different counties. I put my name in against Mo and I said we'd do our best. And I thought this year, let the rest of them do a wee bit of work. Kevin Logan, you never see him about this place. Callum McCartney.
Razor.
You know what I mean? So it was good to see them putting a bit of work into it, and I thought I'd just take a backseat.
Because they were saying that you were missing, and we put out an old person's bulletin on the Banter show. But I actually tracked them down, friends, today.
I heard. I'm glad to be here. And in memory of my old friend, I went retro. I went circa 91 with the old tracksuit because,
really,
as you know, Mo was one of the landed gentry. He liked his style, so I thought I'd go retro just in his
like really good cloth, and that's good cloth.
Dude,
there.
You can see the shine of that material. It's been maintained over a 25-year period, you know. So.
And you just wash and go. You don't need any washing powder with that. You know, it's like myself. You just wash and go. But Shane, it's a great day out there, isn't it?
Do you know? the weather's been a big concern over the last few weeks, and the pitch, and thanks to the club for allowing us to use the pitch, because a few people were worrying about damage and getting cut up and so on, and they preserved it really well. But you know, if we had went somewhere else, it wouldn't have been the same. He did mean a lot to us. He played for this club for a number of years, and the idea of the tournament was that there'd be something in his memory year after year after year. And when you have teams coming from Armagh and Derry and other places, you can tell that it was well run, and people enjoyed their crack, and it meant something. And when you get onto Twitter and Facebook and stuff and you see hashtag Mo Fern tournament everywhere, I think it's brilliant. And it must be brilliant for Maeve and brilliant for the family, but it's brilliant for us because we'll keep his memory going, you know.
And it's a beautiful thing. It's a lovely thing you're doing to keep your good friend's memory going. Indeed. And what a day that even the children are well looked after out there.
Yeah, no, it's great because with the new community centre above, it means they can get in and out of the cold, and there's face painting and a few activities as well, which makes it more of a family day. You know, like we'll have a bit of crack on the field, and then we'll come in here for a couple of beers and we'll celebrate in the way Mo would have celebrated as well.
That's what it's all about, friends. That's what it's all about. Well, at least you made it.
I made it here. I thought I'd show that.
We'll track you down. We'll track you down. Well, Shane, you can join us and give us a bit. We'll go raising for Mo Fern.
Razor for Mo Fern.
Razor for Mo Fern. Friends, me and Shane, we're out of here. So we're Razor friends. We're joined. Welcome back to the Banter Show, and we're joined with the one, the only Jay Beatty. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
You're good. You're kept busy.
Yeah.
And what's on this evening? A big evening for you.
We're gonna black out to say Celtic, Brit, Carrick, Morton.
Oh, and they're going to win, obviously.
Yeah, but 5-0. I hopefully they'll win. If they win, I'll make sure I'm gonna take much. But I think 5-0.
There, friends, you heard it live here in the Banter Show, and I have to say thank you very much for coming to the Mo Fern over 35s tournament in Balllyholland. And you give a Celtic jersey, didn't you?
Yeah.
Didn't you give a Celtic jersey to the club?
Yeah.
Well, you're a top man. So Jay, you're an absolute gem, and it's lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
And will you join us with another Razor? So for me and Jay, friends, we're out of here. Razor.
Yeah.
Yay! Top man, Jay. Razor, and welcome back to the Banter Show, friends. Joined with a good friend of mine, the main man himself. Look at him, Art Roddy. Welcome in. And we've got an Armagh legend here, Cal O'Rourke. Cal O'Rourke, how the devil are you? And welcome on to the Banter Show.
Thanks very much. Pleasure.
And we're here for the Mo Fern tournament, over 35s. Cal, you played a bit of a storm around there. What's it like to come up here to show a bit of support for the Mo Fern over 35s tournament?
Well, in fairness, that's the reason we're here. Mo's a guy I went to school with. He's probably much different than most of the Balllyholland boys I grew up with, Robbie Casey and Quinzer and Rubber. He's just a civil, quiet, hardy wee buck, and trendsetter with the mud boots when I first met him, and the tight jeans. And he was just one of these guys who you immediately took to if you've got any sort of seam in your stomach in terms of just wanting to hang about with a lad. Mo was the guy, real good cub, real nice fella, friends to everybody, and really, you know what I mean, until he put a jersey on him, he's like a lot of us. Yeah. Until Mo put a jersey on him.
The jersey goes on, so the whole thing changes, doesn't it?
Yeah, you saw that out there.
I've seen that out there.
Some of us found a bit of Mo's spirit there. You know, the jersey goes on and the shorts go on and the boots go on.
I tell you what,
you go back to caveman mode, you know.
I tell you what, there was a lot of spirit out in that field. I can tell you, friends, if you hadn't seen it. That's why we didn't film most of it. You know, Art Roddy, you can tell me he was a bit of a fashionista as well now.
He was, but you know what he was? He was a true gentleman, and I have to say, and that's from the bottom of my heart. I played with him and I coached him, and anything he asked Mo to do, he done it. He appreciated everything he done from him. Many's a night we were not only coaches, but we were taxi drivers leaving him back to Belfast at that time.
There you go.
And he always, I have to say, always appreciated it. But I know where it comes from, because he's got great parents.
Yeah.
He has great parents, and Henry would be a friend of mine, an old soccer colleague as well, that played in the same team. And they always appreciated anybody that done anything for them. So from the bottom of my heart, Mo was a legend in my time up here. Very unassuming. I marked him, he marked me in training as a cornerback and I was a corner forward. And you always knew Mo was within a hand's reach.
Yeah.
He was like a ferret in the hole.
He was.
He was like a ferret in the hole. He was hard as nails. And Mo was the sort of boy who would go in for the ball 70-30 and not worry about the fact that he's actually got the ball and he's cutting two.
I always say to Mo that if there was a ball rolling in under a moving tractor, he would go in for it. Yeah. That's the sort of guy he was. You know?
And very intelligent fella. And a guy who, just as you say, like God forgive me, but in his last days, God rest him, we had a couple of nights out, and he really just loved it. And it was all back. It was good to see all the old Abbey lads back. Casey and Darren Mullen, Mel Kane and Remy Byrne and all that, all the whole crew, Paul Keenan, all the lads, you know, Barry McGill, all his best mates, you know what I mean. In fairness, I was a mate, but I was an acquaintance. We played football together, but he was just one of these guys who you wanted in your company because he just made your company better every time he was there. You know, he was just absolutely terrific.
Well, it shows today. I mean, the crowd out there, and you know, even the kids are there at the other side in the club there because of the cold and that.
It's very well supported, I have to say,
really.
and I have absolutely no doubt it will grow as the years go on.
And as just a side note now, as an Armagh man now, did he get a special visa to come over today?
He did, yeah. No, we had to give him the passport to come into Balllyholland.
Did you stop the passport?
There's 2 words. No fighting.
No. I had to drink 5 or 6 pints with Kevin Lucker last Saturday evening after the down match. Sunday after the down match. That was my passport.
You got the passport stopped there and then through the back door. Well, Kel, thanks for talking to us here at the Banter show. It's an absolute pleasure. It's a great endorsement for the main man himself. So Razor for Mo Fern, lads. Will you join us?
And
give us a round, Razor. Friends, we're out of here.
And he was engaged till Maeve here to be married, and unfortunately the man up above said he needed a more. So Mo's anniversary would be in a week, according to time. So it'd be 3 years dead. He was a brilliant fella about here, very flamboyant, real fashion icon, and a great guy. One of the quiet guys in the corner that just done the business, didn't try too hard to do the fancy things, done the simple things, won the ball, very tough, and give it away. Give it out to him. We're delighted to be, as a club, to be part of this with Maeve and Henry and the family. It's a great honour of us to run this over 35. Jim Mahoney thought this out, and this is the first time we've seen him. It's great to see everybody here in memory of Mo. I want to thank the teams in Talbot from Derry that thought it worth their while to come down here and give us a hand with this charity. The 2 charities today are Murray Jury, who looked after Mo in the latter stages of his life in Belfast, and we're giving some to the hospice in Uri. So 2 great causes that most families in the area are far beyond, they're all touched with at some stage. I'm going to call on Henry. Brilliant day, some great games, 2 real hard-fought semi-finals. The championship stuff out there, nobody wants to lose. Everybody goes out with the idea, we'll just tell the right to it. Get out of the group stage, and then the real stuff starts, and then a wee bit of clipping comes in, and then we get tired, and now a wee bit comes in. And Charlotte never got involved today at all. But we're delighted that everybody's here. We're delighted if you stay on, with a bit of music coming on, 5:30 to 7:30, Peggy Ferguson. Then we have a brilliant group that may have got Belfast Backbeat. They're coming tonight to play with a DJ. We have a load of prizes. We have weekends for a raffle. We have a spot prize. Some of the spot prizes unbelievable. That is weekends. So we are going back in the stage. We're back tonight. We kick off 7:30, 8 o'clock again. And we hope to have a fantastic evening. Thanks very much for everybody. We're lucky for a started up while a TV comes down and says today, and today is going to give them on to the presentation. We have Roman Tia, who joined the challenge, James Daly and Charlotte O'Rourke to accept the cut from Mo's father, Henry. That's the way.
and welcome back to the Banter show. Kevin's on the ball there. Kevin's on the ball. Kevin, turn up a belter of a day.
An absolutely fantastic day, Tony. We couldn't have asked. I was saying to Maeve earlier on the day, I was sitting in the house last night on my own, and the weather we're having, and I said to myself, Mo, if you're up there, give us a good day today.
That worked.
It was unbelievable. Maeve texted me then later on, she says we have a humdinger of a day tomorrow, and we did. The ground dried out as much as we wanted to dry out. Unfortunately, a couple of teams couldn't make it at the last minute due to our engagement, but we were delighted with 13 teams. We had a fantastic crowd out there today.
Brilliant. The matches were great.
The two semi-finals was absolutely
top drawer.
The top drawer, plenty of cut and passion that you love to see.
It was as good as any county final.
Good as anything, yeah, unbelievable.
Any county final really was. They went for it.
I suppose in the group stage you'd say it was just a run around and boys just knocking about that. But once you qualify out of the group, that all changes and everybody wants to win it. And we're delighted that the Luke made the final again. They were the winners last year.
Fair play to them,
Drummond made the final, and we're delighted that the cup's changed hands, and we'll get the Luke back next year again, and we'll get Drummond back.
That's good. And even Cal O'Rourke got his visa for coming in the county down.
So Cal O'Rourke, you'd have had to be there the day to see the anthems of when you were.
I was there. I seen them. I turned the camera off that stage.
A wee bit slower, but he hasn't lost the
old fashion. There's still a bit of spark in that boy
yet.
You know, Maeve, successful day on your behalf too.
Really good. Yeah, the numbers were brilliant. The turnout's just fantastic. Can't be saying the weather, but the community hall up there, Bouncy Castle's complete mayhem up there. It has been all day, but brilliant. The number of people turned out to support today. It's been fantastic. Yeah.
And as I say, you were saying about the Bouncy Castle and the children there in the community
centre. They're all within the new community hall.
But I mean, what a place to put them. You know, to have them, and they're safe and sound and away from the danger of the football field.
It's such a facility to have. It's unreal. It's really
a family can come up and spend 2 hours up there, and then in the warm and the heat. Last year
they were outside, and it was the kids didn't hurt, but the mummies and daddies hurt. So now they're all up there.
It was first class for the day now, and if you say you only have to come out of the venue inside, and it's packed to capacity. Packed to capacity. And we hope to have the same night again. As I say, Maeve has a brilliant group called Belfast. We have Daggy Harp, our own local Daggy.
Razor Daggy was talking to the other day, Daggy. Banter so special for Daggy Harp.
And I think he'll give me a cut for promoting it.
But
anyway,
that's negotiable, Kevin.
It was a late call on Daggy, or from me to Daggy, and he obliged to bother.
Good fella.
Only 3 days ago that I rang him, and he said, no boys, we're going to play here from 5:30 to 7:30.
Fair play to Daggy, Razor.
And then we have the big group in the night and disco. But this is all about Marie Curie and the hospice, and about memory of Mo, and that's exactly what it was all day. Delighted. I was probably less busy than I was last year because it was the first year, and I was just saying to myself, I'll take it a wee bit easier. And you walk around the venue and you watch a wee bit of games, and it's fantastic. We got it over earlier than we normally. Last year we run on a wee bit late, probably teething problems, but we've learned now.
And next year should go even that bit more smoother, you know. And then everybody kind of knows what they have to do.
Everybody knows what they do.
Do your role.
And thanks to all the guys. Anybody who's watching, all the guys and all the girls still washing dishes in there. The fellas still cleaning up outside, and that's what it's all about. I explained that to them.
Yeah.
They're happy enough to do it, and it's all to do with Mo.
So that's what it's all about. Well, Kevin, thanks for inviting us up. It's been a huge day up here. Maeve, I've seen you've been running around too. You've been flat out, you know.
A wee bit of tea up and down the community hall, but just as Kevin says, I actually walked around a good bit this year just to enjoy it, and just last year they were a bit stressed.
We were stressed out. I went home at 7 o'clock last year, and the wife said to me, "You need to lay down."
Yeah.
And this year she said, "Don't let that happen." So I didn't let it happen. I had to stand around and talk to the boys.
So less stress this year. Less stress.
So much help as well. The number of volunteers does make a difference.
And yeah, you do have to give them a shout, because I mean, I've seen people out there I haven't seen in years that volunteered up, even the linesmen of the hobby, you know. So it's great. And as I say, the amount of matches that were played on that pitch was incredible. The speed of them. And they got them over very quick.
Got them over very quick. You know, I'm not going to start to name individuals.
No.
I'll end up naming a few.
We're here for 3 weeks, friends.
But you leave somebody out, so thanks to everybody, anybody who's watched, thanks to everybody who gave a hand. This girl was here this morning, 9:30 from Belfast, and she was the next one in after me, so
wow.
So we have a long day.
We have
a long day. Well, I hope you two relax tonight now.
Oh, we definitely.
The music's on.
We learned that last year, how to relax from the day.
Did you? Well, that's good. Well, I'm sure everybody else in the club will relax, because at the end of the day they're going to celebrate this. It's all about celebrating Mo Fern, and what a day you guys put on. I have to commend you there.
Delighted, as I said in there inside, the club is delighted to be a part of this. Of Mo, it's unbelievable, and it still brings back a tear in the boys' eyes when you talk about Mo. So he isn't forgot about it.
No. He'll not be forgotten, but not after all this, you know. And this is only the second one. As I say, last year he was in County England, as I call it. He was overacting last year, that's why he wasn't here, you know. But we're here, well, hopefully we'll be here for the next one as well. Give you guys a big shout out in the Banter show.
Thanks a million.
So again, Maeve, well done, Kevin. What a club. Fair play to you. So you know your crack friends, from me, Maeve and Kevin. Razor! We're out of here. Razor! From Balllyholland GAC. Razor!